When he came, you could hear him just doof, doof. And so I was like, I just got to squeeze next to that tree, and it was like, freaking pin.
He came into 48 yards and I shot him, and I felt really, really good about the shot. And arrow doesn't suggest that it was a lung hit, so we're gonna come back tomorrow with high hopes of finding him. Good morning. It's the morning of day 3 of our hunt, and we got the Quigley and Hugo loaded up. Well, they're saddled up. They're technically empty. We're gonna head over to where I shot that bull last night and see if we can find him and get him packed out. So, pretty hopeful. We'll see what happens. Anxious to get over there. Got about a half hour before sunup, huh?
I'm not letting them leave me behind today.
I'm coming.
Marcus,
Can't stop me. Can't stop me.
I was sitting right next to that tree when I shot him. Oh, he's right by that sagebrush right there. Okay, type the llamas and then start tracking for tracks and blood and sign and see if we can find him.
Sounds good.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks for being here.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate your help. I think I hit him like right there. That's what I'm thinking, you know.
This is hard because, I mean, if you get that hard, it's devastating. And that's kind of what he looked like when he took off running. But there's just no blood at all. So I think, like, to me, let's just, like, go exhaust everything within 200-300 yards of the shot. And if we don't find any blood or the elk, then I don't think I think it's a brisket shot.
Well, we didn't find any blood. We tracked him all the way down the canyon. We don't think that we're gonna find him. We tried really hard. And I'm gonna punch my tag anyway. Sometimes in my mind when I'm walking throughout the day, I think, you know, he's just fine, but I don't know that. So either way, my hunt's over, so we're just gonna focus on Marcus. I'm gonna punch my tag even though I'm not leaving home with an elk. I had my moment and opportunity, and we're 90% there, and just the last part, the shot and recovery wasn't there. So moving on to the next step, punch my tag, and we're gonna go help Marcus hopefully get an elk in the next few days that we have left.
Well, we laid in the tents last night and listened to it rain until about 4:30, and then the rain seemed to stop. And that's because it turned to snow. Yeah, it's a little skiff of snow, but it'll melt off, I bet, by this afternoon. We didn't realize until last night that there was a camp 200 yards above us here. The whole pack string of mules and horses came by, so I think there's an outfitter that's got a camp just around the corner from us. So that'll explain why the elk are acting like they are, and most of them are no longer here. So we're gonna pull up camp and move to somewhere else. We've got another spot in mind, a plan B or C, and
Yeah, we saw some elk over there last night on that little trip with John, so.
yeah, there's a bull and some cows in a spring up there, so we're gonna move camp probably 4 miles?
4 or 5 miles.
Up around there and try a new area. So that's the morning plan. Well, we got campsite 1 picked up and transported over here to campsite 2, and it'll take us an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. But we're getting camp set up here, and we had a little snowstorm come through, but it's cleared out and can actually see a little bit of sunlight again. So supposed to have showers off and on all day today, and then clearing up tomorrow. But we don't see a whole lot of sign over here as far as from other hunters and horses, so hopefully have it a little bit to ourselves anyway. Get camp set here and head out for an afternoon hunt. So that's the plan.
Michael says he doesn't want to go hunt all those bugling big herd of elk up here. He wants to go look for a solo elk over here. That might pay off. These guys said that the elk kept them awake all night. I didn't hear anything, so I think they're jerking my chain.
I heard one bugle this morning and another faint bugle this morning. But we'll see.
People are probably wondering how we ended up on a road. This is the gated road that we walked in on. We're just a couple miles further down. We're gonna follow it out to the end, bugle off each side, and glass, and see if we can see an elk. It's kind of hazy and smoky today, but oh well. We're going a completely different direction today. And Michael's gonna kill one.
When a 100 elk come through a saddle, there you go. It creates a path about this wide, about as wide as my stick, and about 4 inches deep. I wouldn't want to be the poor guy in the back. He's probably going to have brown lung disease from all the dust he was eating. Oh well.
We hiked over into this drainage and it looks pretty sweet, but we can't turn up any elk. We're looking down here and saw 1 mule deer buck, 1 coyote. It's kind of hazy today. There's no water down in this drainage, but there is a river not too far from us. So
We're looking over, I don't know how many acres,
a lot of land.
square miles of terrain, and nothing. Nothing.
Well, we are up. We are repacked. We kind of reorganized this morning. Came up with our game plan for the morning, and we are going to relocate to that second hunt area that we had established. One thing that kind of validated our decision, we think, is we did run into one other teepee set up in the same hunting area that we were at the last few days, and we pulled out yesterday afternoon to get down here so we could hunt where we had spotted those elk, and so we spent the night down here, and we woke up this morning to that other group pulling out. So obviously came to the same conclusion that no elk and not worth staying in there. Feel motivated to go and check out this new area and see what we can turn up. So it's gonna be a little bit of a drive and then hike most of the day, and we're trying to get in there so that we can do an evening hunt tonight after we get in and establish camp again.
was about 12 yards. And I couldn't see him. I mean, I could see him, but I couldn't see him. I had no shot. Just that way, 15 yards, and he walks right out of the open. So, he's got a pile of cows with him. I have an idea where he's going. We'll hike back up to the road, we'll get in the rig, we'll drive around underneath here, give him
morning, day 3. We actually slept in this morning because we were going to go to bed till after midnight last night. And so, I don't know what the plan is. No elk bugling, super hot again. Tyler's day, so.
It is bright and early at 10:30 after yesterday's fiasco and basically, being depleted of all human resources. We decided just to take it easy today, kind of sleep in a little bit. I think that we're going to make a big nasty loop today and try to find a bull that we got on last night or any other bull, kind of dropping into a little deeper area on the way there, and hopefully we can turn up a bull.
Well, beautiful morning up on the mountain. Sun's just coming up. We've ridden in about 4 miles and bugling along the way. Haven't heard anything yet. So we're gonna go pitch a few bugles off into some of these canyons. Kind of glass over here on this hillside. See if we can see some elk. But we no active prospects right now. We'll keep trying at it though. arrow zipped through him. He ran down 20 yards and just was looking at us. He's just looking back. Didn't even know what happened. And then, sweet. Awesome morning. Perfect bull.
Thanks so much for joining us in this episode of Destination Elk. And be sure and leave a comment down below to let us know what you think about the new format for the Destination Elk series. If you haven't had a chance to check them out yet, we have brand new apparel for Destination Elk V4 on the Elk 101 store. Just visit elk101store.com to order your Destination Elk t-shirts today. And we'll catch you in the next episode of Destination Elk.
Well, I think we had a really good plan for the first few days.
Probably need to focus on finding a different elk.
There's a really big bull with a big herd over here, but it's just so open. There's really no play right now.